Good Tuesday morning. I'm Jared Klein here with your morning rush on the NBC29 YouTube page. Remember to subscribe to our YouTube page to get the latest news, weather, anything we post will be on this YouTube page. So make sure you subscribe to get the latest. Let's take a look at the top stories we are following on NBC29.com this morning. The top stories you guys are clicking on. Coming in at number one, Albemarle County Police seeking the public's help on a reported shooting in the parking lot that happened outside of Red Crab late Sunday night. Coming in at number two, State Police naming the victim in a fatal pedestrian accident. And at number three, more than 56,000 people applied at UVA for the next semester. We will get to those stories in just a moment, but first let's talk about this story coming out of Michigan this morning. That's where at Michigan State University, has canceled classes for today and for tomorrow. This after police say a gunman opened fire on campus last night, killing 3 people and wounding 5 more. The shooting happened at 2 locations, an academic building and a place where students are known to eat and study. Police said the suspect, a 43-year-old man, killed himself after being confronted by police off campus. Michigan Governor Gretchen Whitmer responded to the shooting on Twitter, referring to this as a, quote, uniquely American problem. Now to that Greene County story that you guys are clicking on NBC29.com. Charges are pending against a Standardsville man after a fatal crash in Greene County. This happened last Thursday. State police say Albert J. Scott was hit by a car and killed while walking on Route 33 business near Maple Creek Road. As you can see here, the driver, Dylan Coyer, was not hurt. Coyer could face a charge of reckless driving for failure to maintain control of his car, but that is being decided by the Commonwealth's attorney. The state police are still investigating this incident. The Charlottesville Police Department is looking to add more officers to its ranks with a big hiring push coming up this Saturday. CPD will not say how many positions it needs to fill, but says it is, quote, a lot. No experience is required. Corporal Stephen Young is a recruiter with CPD, and he says if this goes well, the department will hold more events like this in the future.
Go up with an ID card and some gym gear. You don't even need a suit to interview. Just gym gear is all you'll need. This is kind of a test run to see how it's going to go, and hopefully, within the next few months, we'll do it once a month.
And that event is happening this Saturday. It's happening at Charlottesville High School starting at 10 o'clock in the morning. Well, RSV and flu cases luckily are going down after a spike earlier this winter, but pediatricians in Central Virginia are facing another problem that just keeps popping up, they tell us. NBC29's Madison McNamee shares how medication shortages of all kinds are plaguing families right now. Take a listen.
It's just taking a huge toll on the system and on families.
Dr. Paige Perriello is with Pediatric Associates of Charlottesville. She says the medication shortage is a nightmare.
Tylenol and Motrin, which are the fever reducers, I don't hear quite as much about anymore, but common stimulants that we use to treat ADHD and other underlying conditions have been a really big stretch.
It's difficult because these are chronic issues she's trying to treat, meaning the demand isn't going down anytime soon.
All we can do is have people call, whether it's families or whether it's our office, to call and just see what they have that day.
It's a community effort when it comes to crowdsourcing for medicine.
At least in our area, we've been able to work creatively.
Justin Besser is in the ambulatory pharmacy at UVA Health. He helps doctors' offices like Pediatric Associates when supply is short somewhere.
We're in the middle of cough and cold season. Kids are in school, they're getting sick. And so some of the antibiotics that have been around for years are on shortage.
They are repeatedly having to switch patients' usual therapies to alternatives.
The only things that are left they're kind of in the same category are newer things, name brand things, much more expensive, maybe not covered by their insurance.
These shortages come from the supplier, but that on top of COVID concerns is causing for overwhelmed pediatricians and pharmacists in Central Virginia. In Charlottesville, Madison McNamee, NBC29 News.
All right, thank you, Madison McNamee, for that report. The University of Virginia says it has received a record number of early action admission applications this year. More than 36,000 potential students have applied. UVA's Dean of Admissions says around 6,000 of those students made the cut. Potential students, I should say. More than 4,000 applicants out of that were admitted to the College of Arts and Sciences. Now, the Dean of Admissions says the increase might be from a variety of factors, including getting rid of the SAT.
Offers incredible balance, one of the best financial aid programs in the country. So it's not hard to see why students wouldn't be interested in coming here and living for 4 years.
UVA says this applicant cycle has been record-breaking in of itself, with more than 56,000 applicants total. All right, let's take a look at the holidays we are celebrating on this Valentine's Day. It is Extraterrestrial Culture Day, which is celebrated on the second Tuesday of February, and it's meant to celebrate any visitors to Earth from the outside of this world. Number 2 is National Ferris Wheel Day. That's pretty self-explanatory, kind of a fun activity to do during the summer months. And number 3, of course, is Valentine's Day. It is derived from the feast for the patron saints Valentine. Historians tell the story of one saint who married couples in secret to prevent men from going to war. So a little bit of history for you there. All right, that'll do it for our morning rush here on NBC29, our YouTube page. Remember to hit that subscribe button to get the latest news, weather, and sports from NBC29. Let's take a look at the 7-day forecast brought to you by Michael & Son Heating. Looking like a beautiful Valentine's Day with a high of 64. Maybe if you have some last-minute shopping you need to get done, it's great weather for that. And for the rest of the week, looking like temperatures in the 70s. Nothing we can complain about here in February. Hey, I hope you guys have a great day, a great Valentine's Day.